I'm going off in the children's hospital. So basically what happens is all the security guards come out here, evacuate the circle, and they stand by till the fire department shows up. So what they do is, you see what they do. And this is just normal routine. Anytime a fire alarm goes off, they clear the circle. Everybody standbys out here to do whatever they can do. Keep the circle closed until the Boston Fire Department gives the all clear. Just want to show you what they have. I don't think it's anything real, it's just a false alarm, but just want to show you what goes on in the city. This is right here at 300 Longwood Ave. And some people call it Roxbury, some people call it Brookline. But nevertheless, it's right here at Blackfin Street and Longwood Ave. Let me see if I can show you the actual address where we're at. Can you make that out? Blackfin Street, Longwood. What's up?
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't report the hospital.
Who said that?
The hospital?
The hospital doesn't control the street, just so you know.
But you're reporting the hospital.
Just so you know, the hospital does not control the street.
This is private property.
Just so you know, the hospital does not control the street.
But this is a private property.
Legally and lawfully.
I'm not even trying to give you a hard
I
time.
know, I'm not. Don't give me a hard time. I'll tell you why. I used to work for you guys, right? And they tell you that. But so before you get yourself in a lot of trouble.
Me?
Yeah.
How am I going to get myself in trouble?
Because you can't control the street. You only control the property that you work for.
Yeah, but you're recording.
I know.
This is part of their building.
So just so you know, you cannot trespass the eyes. Look it up. Legally and lawfully, you cannot trespass the eyes.
I'm just going to ask you to record. That's it.
You ask me. You can ask me to record. That's okay. But
Stop recording.
you can't. See, that's what you say. You cannot stop somebody from recording in public. So they should tell you that. Like I should give you guys a class on that. But they cannot tell a public person in a public space not to record in public.
But you're recording the whole situation that happened to our employees and the building.
I can do that.
This is private property.
But legally and lawfully, I can do that. Legally and lawfully, you can do that though. I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
I'm not trying to give you a hard time either, man.
Yeah, but just look it up so that way you don't get yourself in trouble.
What they tell me, you know.
I know. I used to work there. They used to tell me that all the time.
Understood.
And you can't enforce that. It's legally you can't enforce.
I can't make you do it.
The police can't even enforce that. You know what I mean?
I can't make you do it, so I'm not even gonna ask you.
If you know what I do, well, actually, I share with you what I do. Hold on. If I have a card with me, I thought I put them all back, but.
You gotta show me. You can just tell me, man.
I do a lot. I record in public. I document what I see in the street.
You pay for it?
No, I should though. I should get paid for it.
Why wouldn't you?
Eventually, you know what? I might start doing it.
How much it cost, man?
All right, take care. Be safe.
You have to use my
All right. A lot of times you hear that, but it's yes, ma'am.
So you can't record?
Yeah, no, that's not true.
You can't.
That's not true.
It is true. We're gonna have to call our supervisor.
Call
You
your
cannot record us. This is a.
tell your
this is hospital.
supervisor,
We're not
right?
able to
The First
record
Amendment. The First Amendment gives you exclusive permission to record in public.
But still,
exclusive-
you are recording.
Exclusive
You are
permission.
recording. An
Hold on.
officer.
I don't want to get you in trouble. Come on. Let me talk
Okay,
to you.
what is it?
Just so you know.
I already know these, but I'm saying you want to respect Children's Hospital.
No, but I'm explaining to you the law before you
Okay.
because
I already know the rules. I already know the
an
laws.
auditor might come down here and you might get yourself in trouble by.
Okay.
You can ask somebody not to record in public, but you cannot enforce that. Not even the police can enforce it. Under the Constitution of the United States, we have the First
Is
Amendment.
there any reason why you record?
Well, what I do is I document what happens in the city. So basically, you had a fire alarm box struck. Boston Fire Department responded to the fire alarm. I'm documenting what happens when the fire department comes down to the circle. And keep in mind, I used to work for you guys years and years ago. And I know the hospital does tell you that you cannot record,
Yes.
but it's impossible for you to enforce that. Now, if I was on your property, which is past that little doorway there, by all means, you can tell me not to record. But once I'm on the public street, like right here, nobody can control that area. Now, if I was doing something, I don't know what I could be doing, but it's all based on time, place, and manner. If I was doing something very violent or something like that, then technically I could be creating a problem. But as long as I'm just exercising my right to record, legally and lawfully, there's nothing you can do about it. And I'm not trying to give you a hard time. You know, I wouldn't.
I personally, I don't want to be on your camera.
You know what? You know how many dash cams come by here on a regular basis? You know, and I'm not purposely trying to record you. I'm just recording the whole scene in general. But there's so many dash cams and people that come by here that record on a regular basis. It's so hard to enforce.
All right, sir.
But nice talking to you, though.
Yes,
If you're looking for the footage, you'll be on my YouTube channel later
I
on.
do not want to be on.
Oh, I won't tell you where to find me. Then. Take care. Nice talking to you. Be safe. And I used to work for Children's Hospital. I used to work for Brigham Women's Hospital, New England Baptist. I used to work for all those hospitals back in the day, so I know exactly what you're talking about. And then you're right, they do tell you that. They do tell you. And
Personally, I would not want to be recorded while
I know exactly. 100%.
why I came up and I started talking.
And I'm not. And I wasn't
But you have
talking.
regular because you're not on the action problem, but still you are recording the hospital.
I know. It's like
Security officers.
doing their job, which is a good job. But once the fire department clears out, I'll be clearing out. I just document what goes on in the city. And she's 100% correct. When I used to work for Children's Hospital and Brigham Women's Hospital, the supervisors and the people who work in the hospital would tell you they don't want no one recording their building. And even though there'd be a guy across the street, and I say across the street, they tell you to tell that guy he can't record the building. And me as a young kid, I knew better not to tell people that, but I would respectfully say, hey, you know, the client does not want the building recorded. And legally and lawfully, you cannot prevent somebody from doing it. Now, it's a suggestive thing. Some people will stop recording just as, you know, respect or whatever the case may be. But legally and lawfully, you don't have to. There's nothing obligating you not to. And like I said, I wasn't targeting any individual. I was just looking at the procedure, what happens when they come down here. So basically, whenever they get a fire alarm activation in a building, the duties of the security officers is, one, they have to locate the activation point. Second, they have to clear the circle of any cars that are in the circle, because that's considered a live fire lane. So when fire department comes in, there should be no cars in the circle. So they're both clearing up out of here. Everything's back as normal, and I'm gonna head out of there like I promised I would. Gonna catch you guys in the next one. Next quarter.